after they fired me because I wasn't about to let nobody fire me no more. So I said I'm about to create my own job, and that's exactly what the fuck I did. Take myself up on Hey y'all, it's your girl Tambria, and today I'm about to put you on game, baby. I'm about to put you on game and how I started my own medical carrier business from scratch with no investors, with no cargo van, no box truck, nothing. But the only thing I did have was CDL experience, delivery, driving a big truck, and just the hustle. And I also researched, and I stepped out on faith, baby, because when I started this company, I was working for AAA, and they fired me like a week before my birthday. And before I started Link Medics, I was doing body contouring, and I was an entrepreneur, for about 6 years. Then I just decided to step back into the corporate world, and yeah, baby, I had to put that on hold after they fired me because I wasn't about to let nobody fire me no more. So I said I'm about to create my own job, and that's exactly what the fuck I did. So let me put y'all on today, okay? Okay, so as of April of 25, I now run Links Medics right here in Dallas, Texas. So if you've been thinking about starting a business with your own car, baby, this video is for you. This video is for the ones that is tired of working corporate, that wants to step out on their own but scared. This video is for anyone, all the hustlers that wants, a good income, and what you're doing right now is not good for you. This is what that video is for. Because baby, if you own a car, hop in it and make money. If you drive every day, hop in it and make some money. Because baby, we out here trying to get a bag. And this is the most underrated way or overlooked profession to make the bag that you're trying to make. Baby, I got fired in April. And I decided I wasn't going back to no 9 to 5. I wasn't about to give nobody my time, my freedom, or control of my money and how much I make, baby, because that's the important thing. I have a cap on what I make. I have, a time for me to clock in, a time for me to clock out. You won't let me continuously make money. So here I am with medical carrier. Okay. Doing this, I got my freedom back. I got control of my time, baby, and I have uncapped money that I can make. Uncapped opportunities out here. And let me be real, baby, I didn't have a blueprint. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't do any of that. The most thing that I did the research. I looked at YouTube videos. And it's just something about me that if you just give me a little bit, baby, I'm going to take off with it. So I learned how to get contracts. I learned I learned the setup. I learned the business. I learned what I needed. And I started off with that. So I learned how to get the contracts, become HIPAA compliant. I learned what insurance I needed and how to keep my drivers paid and protected. Even though right now I am just still in my vehicle, just doing medical work right now. In June, I have a contract for sub drivers in the area of Texas that I will be looking for drivers in. And like I said, baby, I did this in the midst of when I really got my first contract in April. I started in March. I got my first contract in April. Not to say everybody gonna be that lucky, but when you out here and you hustling and you putting your face out there, you putting your business out there, somebody's going to reach out to you. Somebody's going to want your service because you're so eager. And when I first got my first contract, it was for a family-owned company. And we were servicing labs, pharmacy, medical offices across the DFW area. I was taking samples from water companies and everything like that. And that is something that you can do too in your car. In the DFW area, in whatever area you are in, you can do this. It's just that simple. Like I said, everybody process is different. You know, like I said, I got my contract in a month. Like I said, everybody have their own process. Everybody hustle is different. So, you know, coming into the business, baby, I made plenty of mistakes. I had no's because, like I said, I did so much research that I hit the ground running. That's how I got my contract. In about a month of me having my business, I say a month, but hey, I really say 2 or 3 weeks because that's how I was rolling. When I say I was connected, when I say that I was so dedicated into knowing this business, I did that research and I did find somebody that I do cling to when it comes to furthering my business, because that is important in the game. You want to find you somebody that's either, well, you really want to find somebody that's above your level and somebody that is willing to give you the information that you need to succeed. Okay, with that being said, I made the mistake so you don't have to. That's why I created my guide, the Courier plug, to help you start and scale your business in the medical courier or just courier business with your own vehicle, with your own personal vehicle. And it just had to be a reliable vehicle. A lot of people would say 2008 and older, but I just encourage everyone to apply. To grab my guide of the Hustle Blueprint, hit the link in the description to start your own carrier company today. If you are ready to take control of your time, your bag, your future, don't sleep on this hustle. Comment, like, share, and subscribe for more real business game from your girl Tambria. So see y'all in the next video. Hope y'all enjoyed this one and be looking out for more.